Executive Center kung saan marami pa kaming ikukwento sa inyo, marami pa tayong ihimayin. Pero dito sa laro, enjoyin nyo muna. Kasama ako, si Kinito Henson. At maya-maya maririnig natin yung isang courtside reporter natin, si Edward Camilla, who will also join in sa ating huntahan. 18-17, start of the second quarter. Lamang po ng isang Meralco. 11:52 to go. Dito po sa ikalawang yugto.
At mga kaibigan, tandaan po natin, no, ang Petron, wala pa silang talo. Ha? The only team left without a loss sa ating liga, 3-0 po ang count nila. At ang Meralco hoping to stain or give that first blemish sa record nila in the same way that Nonito Donaire gave the first stain sa record ni Omar. Nanalo si Donaire.
Ang sting mo. Masakit na sting mo.
Defeated kasi Tinabag bago ng laban. Ngayon may talo na.
At itong dalawang koponan, ayaw matalo ang mga protagonists po natin dito sa second quarter. Para po sa Bolts, we have Mark Isip, Chico Laniete, Jason Ballesteros, and Albert Omolon. Para naman po sa Boosters, nandito po si Ray Guevara, Joseph Yo, and Carlos Sharma. Again, patuloy ang pagbalasa dito ng both coaches. Meralco up by 21-19.
Pero po, kanina sa execution ng Meralco, halata natin ang kanilang pagbabago in terms of their patience sa execution. Hinahanap nila yung open man and they found him in Mark Yee.
Parang Benito, kahit na wala sa floor itong si Sol Mercado, the mere fact na alam nilang bumalik na ang leader nila, it does rub off in the face of the other Bolts.
Ako ang feeling ko, no? Chiki, in the previous games of Meralco, naghahanap sila ng go-to guy. Especially, I saw that so evident nung third quarter sa laro nila against Gamer Shine. Nung nakatalalan sila ng 9 points, kung imagine, what a low water point para sa kanila. Bagamat nandun sila Chico Laniete, sila Mark Macapagal, wala silang nakuha masyadong production in that quarter. But if they had a Mac Cardona, if they had a Sol Mercado in that particular quarter, definitely they would have scored a lot more.
Nothing to take away from the guys that you mentioned, Espinas, Laniete, Macapagal in their 4 games. Itong tatlo Kinito, ang leader ng Meralco. But with the comeback of Sol, at so the eventual comeback din ni Mac Cardona, ano kayang mababago dito sa laro ng Meralco? Especially to these guys na tumutulong ngayon na habang wala pa yung mga superstars.
Ako, Chiki, ang feeling ko, yung mental toughness. Ang ganda naman ng trap situation doon ng Petron. Yung potential sinasabi natin. How they're able to trap the ball carrier and limit his options.
Good defense there on the part of the Boosters. Naitabla nila ang score natin. 21-all na po tayo. Wala na pong 10 minutong nalalabi dito sa ikalawang minuto. And Asi Taulava muscling his way in, pero nailang dun sa malagong buhok nitong si Carlos Sharma. But good defense there from Sharma. Ball back here at the hands of the Boosters.
Well, nababasa din ng Petrol kung anong galaw ni Asi. I think he needs to be able to act as a decoy, gaya ng kanina, no? When he passed the ball to Gabby Espinas off the power moving side.
Again, around that corner, magandang peke. To Ildefonso, 5 to shoot. Bahagyan ko naman ng yung wing. And Meralco has the ball right now. Laniete, Agencio. 14 seconds left in the shot clock of the Bolts. They like this matchup. Asi on Carlos Sharma. They want to capitalize on this. Asi muscling his way in, pero naitulak doon ni Carlos Sharma.
Well, good move on the part of Sharma. Hindi niya pinapapasok si Asi.
Before
the foul, ang layo na ni Asi, no? Sandali. Si
Ildefonso pa lang natawagan doon. So good defense.
Foul, yes.
Good defense on Carlos Sharma, making life difficult para dito kay Asi Taulava. Omolon to Mark Isip, jumper, and it took that shot. Good foul there from Nelbert Omolon. Nakapag-attack si Joseph Yo. Unang foul ni Omolon. Napapag-usapan natin itong Petron. Magandang balasa, paikot-ikot. Alamin natin kay Aaron. Ano ba mayroon pa ng Petron?
Sige, masyado daw nagsasarili ang Petron sa mga offensive stats nila. Kaya ang sabi ni Coach Ato, let's show some patience out there and execute our plays. Dapat tamang pasa sa tamang tao para maayos ang offense natin here on our side of the ball. Sige.
Salamat, Aaron. Kinito, fluidity. Do you think wala pa dyan sa fluidity na gusto ni Coach itong nilalagay ng Petron?
I think Petron, nagkukulang sila sa pasahan eh. Tama yung sinabi ni Aaron. No? I think the point guard really has to establish yung sistema ng laro ng Petron. This is a team that likes to play good defense and na-fuels ang kanilang transition attack. And so far, sa nakikita natin ang execution ng offense ng Meralco, walang masyadong pagkakataon ng Petron to run. And that making it difficult for them to execute and to score points sa kanilang offensive end.
Alam naman natin, nandito ng Petron, Denok Miranda and Alex Tabagos na hindi pa nakakakuha ng magandang groove dito sa game na ito. Denok Miranda with just 2 points, pero he averages 9.3 points a game. Impact player na si Denok, hindi pa nagpaparamdam. So baka dahil din doon, kahit hindi makarangkada itong Petron.
Again, that kind of shot taken by Carlos Salma. Walang pasahan yun, no? Sariling sikap. And that was a poor percentage shot against a taller man. At kung titira sa labas si Carlos Salma, sino naman ang pupulat ng offensive rebound para sa Petron?
Lahat ng malaki, no, nasa labas. At hindi yan yung laro na ipinapakita ng Petron. Habang dito sa kabilang kupunan naman, bumalik na itong si Sol Green.
Nakapagpahinga naman.
Binababad ni Coach RG dito as Gabriel hits that 17-foot jumper. Lamang ko ng dalawang Meralco, 23 to 21, 8 points already for Espinas.
Again, because of the presence ni Sol Mercado, yung depensa ng Petron, nakatutok sa kanya eh. So he's able to find open teammates. Look, nakita niya, no? Si Gabi Espinas. Wide open for that shot. Hindi man lang na-challenge yung tira sa labas si Gabi.
So the things that Sol Mercado can do, apart from scoring, freeing up teammates in that case, Asin Taulava. Pero magandang depensa pinakita doon ng Boosters. Then attacking. Nasa dito kay Guevara pero natapik. At the side of the court ng Boosters with 18 seconds left to shoot. Labas si Guevara, balik dito si Chris Lutz for Petron. 15 to shoot. Joseph Yo humingi ng screen dito kay Daniel Defonso. Gets the screen, nahanap si Denok, corner, no! But still Defonso gets that rebound. Fresh 24 for Petron.
A big offensive rebound, but again, in a situation like that, ang Petron tumira na naman sa labas, no? Hindi nila na ipapasok yung bola sa loob. That's where they can get a high percentage shot.
And to think na meron silang dalawang malaking player dyan. You can play the inside. In that case, you tried to put the ball inside, but took a step too many. Traveling violation for Joseph Yo at nagbabalik yung Marvin Santos. Nagtat si Daniel Defonso. A little over 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. Sol Mercado loses control pero nakuha ni Asi at dalian siyang pinaw ni Carlos Sharma.
Looking for the pick and roll play.
Napaganda nun eh. Napaganda yung turnover nitong si
Continuous ang rotation ng player ni Coach Ryan Gregorio. He's maintaining a big lineup on the floor. Nandiyan si Borboran, si Gabi Espinas, si Asi Taulava. Ganoon din si Marquis. A very tall lineup in combination with Sol Mercado.
Sa kabila naman, nabanggit mo, matangkad yung Meralco. Sa kabila, Coach Ato. Three small and two big lineup. Si Yo at si Miranda at yung dalawang malaki niya would be Arvin Santos and Carlos Sharma. So, probably gusto ni Coach Ato to speed things up a little bit for in transition dahil hindi sila makalaro. In fact, they're down by 2. 11 to shoot, 10 to shoot here for Petron. Denok naghahanap ng papasahan. Sharma, 3 to shoot for Petron. Maikling tira, nakuha ni Sol Mercado.
Baba lang field goal shooting percentage dito. Ang Petron, he is on the attack ng Meralco. Hindi lang nila napapasok ang bola. Here's an opportunity for transition.
Shot! Ang ganda ng
yung side step.
He hit doon naman. He brought his opponent to one side, went to the other. Nakakuha ng foul. Ceasefire po tayo dito. Laman ng dalawang Meralco. 23 to 21. 5:29 to go in the second. Public po PBA on active. Balik po ang PBA dito sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. Ang Petron 3-0 ang record at isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit ganyan ay dahil kay Arvin Santos at kasama ngayon ni Erica Padilla, ang pamilya ni Arvin. Erica?
Yes, kasama ko nga ngayon si Yvette. Yvette, sabi mo sa amin, bakit kailangan kampihan ang Petron? Dahil pag maglaro sila, yung puso nila, with all their heart, naglalaro sila talaga and lahat ng effort talaga and sipag at sagaan doon. So, ano pa ang pwedeng makukontribute sa tingin mo ni Arvin para mas malapit pang kumampi sa Petron? Makukontribute niya? I love nanay tatay! I think siguro yung sipag pa niya at saka yung dedication niya talaga and loyalty niya sa team at saka yung naglalaro kasi siya para sa buong fans kasi niya. Petron fan. Alright, thank you so much, Yvette. Thank you so much, Audrey. Back to you guys.
Ang sarap naman nun, ano, Kinito.
Oo.
I love you, nanay and tatay. Kung meron lang sigurong earpiece tong si Arvin at marinig niya, baka biglang talunin niya yung 36-year-old rebound record. Namuntik na ma-break, no? I mean,
Oo.
manageable no last game.
21 rebounds na nakuha niya. Ano ba ang record?
The record is 29
Okay.
na nakuha noong 1975 ni Marcelo Simbulan ng 7-up. 36-year-old record. Tingnan natin kung kaya yung break niya sa career dito. Couple of changes here for Petron. Nandiyan na po si Rob Reyes. At para naman po sa Meralco, pumasok na rin si Brian Paundo. At sa tuwing may dead ball, iba-ibang direksyon na tinuturo ng mga naglalaro. Amin ang bola, kanilang bola.
Last touch naman doon ng Meralco. Kita-kita natin with 9 seconds to go. Tumilti dito ang depensa ng Meralco. Giving a lot of pressure on Petron rather. At si Rob Reyes ang tumira doon. In that situation, that's what Meralco wants. They want the non-shooter to take a last shot with the shot clock running out.
Something that we don't see that often for Petron. Nabanggit natin kanina bago tayo bumalik on air. Parang wala sa hulog itong Petron. Ano kaya yung mga posibleng dahilan? Is it because they need the spark plug from the big guys or from the guards?
Ako feeling ko the guard should provide the spark. Oh, wow!
Just like that guard over there. Lenga.
I think Alex Cabagnot should be able to provide some spark. I think maybe yung buong loob. Yun ang kailangan ng Petron right now. I think they're playing more to the defense of Meralco. Here's an inside attack. Ako, pumasok pa yung tira.
Nabanggit mo yung buong loob. This guy, buo ang loob. 11 points already for Sol Mercado habang yung mga counterparts na struggling to carry. Petron, Denok Miranda trying to find his form. Chris Lutz trying to find his form. At susubukan ngayon ni Coach Otto. Itong si Alex Cabagnot na bumalik at pinaltan si Joseph Yo.
Siya yung tinukoy natin kanina. As someone who has the capability to provide some spark sa atake ng Petron. Ito, nakakuha pa yata ng offensive rebound. No, it's a good situation para sa Meralco. Si Faundo nakakuha ng situation where baka magkaroon pa ng extra possession dito ang Meralco. Jump ball.
So Meralco playing good basketball so far in the second quarter. 5 ang kalamangan nila, 28-23. 3:51 to go sa ating ikalawang bigto. Chris Lutz attacks the basket. Yun yung kulang kanina, no? Dito, masyadong maraming outside shots and some of them falling in the hands of the big guys.
Very aggressive driving to the hole si Chris Lutz. At si Chris Lutz tsaka si Sol Begado.
Bulungan, no?
Oo. Kaya sinabi ni Sol Begado. So, I'd like to see that matchup. Petron needs to put a body and a stopper on Sol Begado. And I think Chris Lutz can get the job done.
Sabi mo kanito, body on Arvin Santos for the rebound. Ito, sabi mo nga, kailangan katawan din dito kay Sol Mercado. At maganda malaman mo na yung binibulong niya dito kay Chris Lutz. Na alam ko, naging kakampi din nga for a while sa ating national squad kung di ako nagkakamali.
Yes. Si Santos, sinabi nga natin kanina, body on him. He's got 7 rebounds so far, but only 2 points. Yes. Arvin Santos.
At ayan, malampat! Arvin Santos. At dahil doon, baba na lang sa isang kalamangan ng Meralco, 28-27. Tatlong press, 3 to go. At meron tayong 30 second timeout. Petron, kakampi. May mga banner tayo dito. Pero so far, sino ba sa mga dalawang kupunan ang nakakuha ng good rhythm after we see this dump here from Petron? Would you side with Meralco as the team who has found a good rhythm in spite of just a 1-point lead?
Well, definitely good rhythm for Meralco, pero maganda din ang rhythm na pinakita dito ng Petron. Good defense, getting the outlet pass para kay Arwin Santos. Patent si John. Yung kanyang hanging on the rim. Dati technical yun.
Pwedeng lumambitin
Pwede na.
Kasi ang dahilan may bantay ako sa ilalim. Pagka nahulog, pwedeng ma-injure. So Arwin Santos, dumakdak doon at naibaba ang kalamangan ng Meralco. What was a 5-point lead earlier is down to 1 now.
Ito.
Turnover.
Pressure defense galing kay Alex Cabagnot, forcing Sol Mercado to go outside the playing court. Sabi ni Sol Mercado, foul. Wala naman tawag.
Di ba nakita ng referee?
Nice pick and roll.
Good bump there. Good bump there for Brian Paundo. Sol Mercado attacking! Sukal pa ni Arwin Santos! Back to center! Denok Miranda! Wow!
Hindi pumasok.
Yun ang mga coach, hindi ko magamit ng board. Miranda opted to go for the bit layup. Na I'm sure hindi kinatuwa ni Coach ito.
Mukhang buhay na naman. Itong team ng Petron on the floor. That's an easy 2-point. Gets the pass.
Pero nabanggit mo, yung mga go-to guys ng Petron, Cabagnot, Miranda, Arwin Santos, slowly. They're getting the game going here in the second quarter. Nice pass there from Arwin Santos. Pero natawagan ng foul doon.
Yan naman ang FE connection ng Petron. Super foul! Galing kay Arwin Santos.
Ang ganda nun, no? Back to sender. Back to sender talaga. At dahil mo dyan, back to studios muna tayo. Magbabalik ang PBA. Balik po tayo dito sa Smart Araneta Coliseum as we see here the Spider-Man, Arwin Santos. Nice block on one end, nice dunk on the other. Ito ang isa sa mga asahan ng Petron.
Averaging a double-double sa conference natin. Arwin Santos, the Spider-Man.
Yun, no?
Even taking it from way outside. At ito po ang kanyang mga conference averages. He's making up for the absence ni Jay Washington, ni Rafa Araceno, Dondo ng Gideros, also sick base, pati din si Lodi Tugades. So, apat po ang nawawala sa Petron rotation gawa ng injuries.
With those numbers na pinapakita ni Arwin, the 3-0 ang Petron, talagang hindi napapansin ni Coach Ato. At as we read some of our messages here from our friends, there will be a lot of wind at Smart. Ito naman sa tatlong predictions ko sa mga laban, wala pang tumama. I was strong with Barako Buna ni Nebra. Proves that it's anybody's game. Natawa naman ako sa dalawang girl. Nanood ng PBN Active na huli ng camera ng PPQ. So share us your thoughts, mga kakampi, any about the game, about basketball. And we'd be glad to share them with the rest of our viewers. At doon si Nerny Espinas ang bola kay Arwin Santos. Balik dito sa Petron. Atake Chris Lutz. Nice defense there from Sol Mercado, anticipating the move of Chris Lutz.
Kanina pa yan.
Sol Mercado kay Chris Lutz. Parang sina-psych out yung laro niya, Chris Lutz.
28. And this quarter is about to end. This half is about to end.
Sinong lamang dito kinito na low scoring ball?
Ako pabor dito, ang Petron, because they are the league's number 1 defensive team. And giving a game. But Meralco holding sway, nakakapasok yung mga tira nila sa loob, Si Paundo nakakascore na puntos yun.
Brian Paundo increasing the lead of Meralco 32-28. 1:38 to go in the second quarter. At pagkatapos po ng second quarter, huwag niyong kalilimutan, panoodin ang ating halftime coverage sa Active Center Kasama natin mamaya si Patricia Bermudez Season kung saan hihimayin po niya ang iba't ibang balita about the PBA at ganoon din po sa first half ng ating laro. So make sure that in 1 minute and 33 seconds, huwag niyong kalilimutan panoodin ang ating halftime show sa Active Center. As we see here, Chris Lutz struggling also to get his points. 4 ang kalamangan ng Meralco.
Well, penalty situation ng Meralco. At kanina nga, nakita natin yung reaction ng Mark Macapagal sa foul ng referee when he was saying defense of Chris Lutz at natawagan siya ng personal foul.
Some changes here. Macapagal is back on the floor. Nandito rin si Mark Agustin. 1:23 to go sa ating ikalawang lugto. 3 kalamangan ng Meralco, 32-29. 9 to shoot for the ball. Meralco, Sol may hatangan ng bola, pumihit, hindi na pumasok. At Paundog tried to kick it in. Quick on the other side. Agustin! Tinataw ni Mark. But no foul called. Balik po ang bola sa Meralco. Less than a minute to go sa second quarter. Macapagal, binangga ni Rob Reyes. Muntik magkapalikan ng mukha.
Physical play by Rob Reyes. He didn't want to give up any shot from inside the shaded area. Si Mark Macapagal will try to get all the points from the line.
And that would change the game of Meralco. No? Pag nakikita nilang yung mga malalaki ng Petron hindi nagbibigay ng easy lane inside kahit na may foul. It will make you think twice pag pumasok ka sa shaded area.
At dyan naman mata-challenge yung mga penetrators ng Meralco. No? Realizing that kung bumangga ito si Rob Reyes and the way he plays physical defense inside, that they still need to be able to be aggressive and going strong and challenging that defense.
Isa yan sa mga ika nga ibinabayaran dito kay Rob Reyes yung kanyang depensa sa loob. At kung makapunto siya, of course, welcoming the coach ito as this guy here, Mark Agustin, na foul doon.
Napapagin natin dito kay Agustin. Swabe ang galaw.
Hindi nahihiyan. Hindi nahihiyang umatake.
For a rookie, the way he goes inside, twirls.
At hindi pilit. Hindi pilit. He knows when to attack the basket. Siguro dagdag kumpiyansa rin yun na alam mo yung coach ay matagal ng mentor mo in your basketball life.
Missing the free throw. That's a part of his game that he needs to improve on. Ang kanyang free throw shooting percentage. Hindi masyado maganda. Si Mark Agustin is hitting only 1 out of 4. Moved up 1 out of 5. 2 out of 6 now from the line, the conference so far.
At hindi nakangiti doon yung kanyang daddy/coach, si Coach Abo. Dahil 4 ang kalamangan ng Meralco. Of course, both teams want to end on a good note here in the second quarter as Chico Sly Hinete gets that foul there. Sly na, Hinete pa.
Nakahanap ng basis doon. Si Chico. Again, you know, patapos na dito ang ating quarter, nakaupo na naman si Sol Mercado. Ganun po ang paggamit ni Coach Ryan Gregorio sa kanyang impact player.
Parang import nga, no? Nabanggit mo kanina, no? You rest him at the end of each quarter. At magre-rely ka dun sa troopers mo to maintain either the lead or to maintain a good momentum entering the second half. And Daniete here adding on to the lead. Anin na po kalamangan ng Meralco, 36 to 30. 30-second timeout, 28.5 seconds. Kinito, just how important is it for Petron to score in this possession?
I think it's very important going to the second half na magkaroon sila ng konting momentum dito. But with 28.5 seconds to go, actually meron pang pagkakataon ang Meralco to get the last shot. So, it depends now how Petron is going to manage the remaining time sa ating first half.
At yan po, nabanggit ko kanina, abangan sa halftime Active Center with Patricia Hizon. Marami pa ho tayong ibabalita sa inyo. And you are also watching the 37th season of the PBA games on Action TV International. Now airing in the Middle East via Orbit Showtime Network and in Guam via MCV Broadband and live here at Smart Araneta Coliseum with all the beautiful faces enjoying the action live. 15 seconds to go. 9 to shoot for Petron. Cabagnot goes to the jumper. Hindi pumasok. Daniete has the ball. 4 to shoot. Espinas jumper against Sharma, hindi naman pumasok. And that ends our first 24 minutes of action. Nalaro ng atin ang Meralco low-scoring ball game kinito. 36-30. As you mentioned, this favors Petron because sila ang isa sa pinakamahusay na magbantay dito sa Philippine Cup.
Well, number 1 sila sa depensa, and yes, low-scoring ball game will favor Petron. Pero ngayon, lamang ang Meralco by 6 points. I think they're getting the job done both in offense and in defense. Panibagong estilo, panibagong init ng hangin dito. Napapansin natin sa Meralco, yung pagbabalik ni Sol Mercado has made a major impact para sa kanila.
Nabanggit mo yung pagbabalik ni Sol Mercado, parang hindi injured. Kausapin natin siya. Sol, how are you?
Doing all right, a little tired.
Hey, Sol Train.
How's it going, Canito?
Okay, you're up against a team that hasn't tasted a defeat so far in this conference. This is a big challenge for you to put that first loss.
I can't hear that.
Oh, Sol. Hey, Sol Train, can you hear me? Sol?
All right, there it goes.
Okay, Sol Train.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, big challenge for you here. You're up against a team that hasn't been beaten so far in this conference.
So, we have our work cut out for us.
Well, tell me, coming into the floor, you look like you were so familiar with the game. It's almost as though you weren't out of it. It's almost as though you didn't sit out 4 games. You took the ball straight to the basket on your first attempt.
Well, I wanted to see how my leg felt, so I wanted to go strong, and test it a little bit. But I played basketball my whole life, so it's just like riding a bike.
So you were talking to Chris Lutz earlier,
Yes.
whispering some sweet nothings. What were you talking about with Chris?
Share it with us, Sol.
Well, he's my good friend. We were roommates when I was on G-List, so we always talk about free throws, and he tells me that he never hits the rim when he's shooting free throws. So I told him if he hit the rim that he owed me something.
So what about your defense? The defense that Petron is showing you. Alex Gabagnot, Denok Miranda, giving you a hard time?
Yeah, I mean those guys are tough defenders, and on the pick and roll they're trapping it. So it's getting me a little tired, but I just gotta let my teammates help me out a little bit.
All right, thank you very much, Sol Mercado, and welcome back after missing 4 games. Ngayon naman po, sabi ko sa inyo kanina, meron tayong halftime show dito. Gusto natin malaman iba pang balita sa PBA. Balik po tayo sa Active Center with Patricia.